Okay guys, we got a 18-year-old Rude package unit on the ground here, and so I'm just out here doing the maintenance on the system. There was a lot of cobwebs and spiders going on in here, and I got about as clean as I possibly could. But when I actually started it up, the fan was turning on, the condenser fan was turning on and off rhythmically. So I was like, capacitor must be bad. So I went around and I actually looked. I already replaced it, but the common wire that comes from the start terminal on the contactor to the common on the capacitor was fried. I have a picture of it and I'll show it to you. So once I replaced this and got a new one going, I have a good connection going, everything started up. So my compressor started up, my fan motor started up, and that was good. So I went ahead and just looking at the control board, I see some smoke and just some action going on here by the resistors. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the back of this control board, and I took a picture of it. So you see the Molex connections, there are fractured solder points on the back of the Molex connection. That's enough to recommend changing the control board out. Now, do I push it really? No, I don't. I bring it to their attention just to let them know, is there any way that you can possibly tell how long this system's going to last, or if it's going to last me? Well, your control board does have those fractures and fractured solder connections, so I foresee that being an issue coming up down the road. The 55+3 dual run capacitor is at lows, so I always go, there's no specific plus or minus on it, so I go with 6%, and so at 51.88 microfarads, the compressor side would be considered below factory specs. This one's at 51.9, so he's going to go ahead and just hang on to this capacitor, but he's got another system on the other side of the house. We're going to change the 35.5 on that side because it's gone down. It's a Goodman. We're also going to add a compressor start kit to this system, and just try to give it as many years as possible. So just the addition of a 521 compressor start kit will really help in the compressor starting up over 3,000 times every summer. So refrigerant pressures are okay. Compressor start kit was okay. We're gonna add the compressor start kit. Oh, the 10 microfarad blower capacitor is below factory specs, so it started out at 10 microfarads. Right now it's at 9.38 is what I have it at on my meter. 9.4 it would be considered below factory specs, so we're going to change that out. So we're going to change that. We're going to add the start kit here, and on the other side, on the other system, we're going to replace the 35.5 dual run capacitor, and at least he knows about the control board and what's going on here, and he knows that his dual run capacitor over here is going as well. So alright, we're going to get to work. And so here's the maintenance that I did on the Goodman over on the other side. So got the coils real clean, very clean. The panel all nice and clean. Clean all the wires, make sure it's all good. So we're going to change out that dual run capacitor because it's below factory specs. And we got our new capacitor in. 35.5. System's up and running. As you can see, got a real issue with the drainage pan. The secondary drain pan is full of rust. So I recommended a condensate safety switch so that we'll put it on the pan, and if the pan fills up with an inch of water, it'll shut the system down before the water were to overflow and come down on the sheetrock down below. So, but he knows he's got issues here. If you look at that, I mean, even the coil overlaps the drain pan. So he knows he's got a couple years left on this furnace up here in the attic, so he'll change it out when he's ready. For now, we're just going to try and get it by. So that's why we're going to do the safety switch. And once again, you know, we can prevent things. We can be proactive or we can be reactive. And this is this is like a proactive approach to controlling the drainage issue that he obviously has going on. So I'm going to get that put in for him. And we'll wire it into the furnace. Okay, now we got the float switch put in. We wired it all the way to the furnace. So now if that pan fills up with an inch of water, it'll shut the system down here. Okay guys, we got the couple calls done that we had planned for today, and pretty productive day. So first call was just a two-system maintenance, but he had quite a bit of things going on. So this is one of my club members that I signed up for $10.95 a month, and he has two systems, so he pays like $21 something a month. And then so we come out and do the maintenance twice a year on those systems. So we got the chance to come out and do his air conditioning maintenance today, and we found, you know, dual run capacitors low, blower capacitors low, recommended a compressor start kit, you know, just things that are, you know, that could help improve the system's life, help the system last longer, make it more efficient, save the customer money in the long run. You know, you can add parts to a system that will eventually end up paying for themselves in 3 to 5 years. So, and actually take it easier on the system, making it last longer. So that's what I'm interested in doing. If there's anything that we can do at Fox Family that is going to help the system last longer, be safer for your family, be safer for the house, help the house, you know, like a condensate safety switch. So you see me pushing this stuff, but it's not for nothing. I do it because I believe in it. So so we're leaving West Sacramento right now. Sorry if I spoiled it for anybody who's trying to guess where I'm at. I should probably leave that up in the air, because I know some of you guys like guessing where I'm at. So 70 degrees today, and it's the middle of April, so we're getting there. I mean, it's not super hot yet, but we're going to start getting hot. I think towards the end of this week, beginning of next week, we'll be back in the 80s. So we'll probably start getting some calls pretty soon for no cools. I have 7 or 8 more maintenances to do for the month of April, and then I have about 10 or 12 that I need to get done for May. And May will also start the no cool calls. I mean, we're bound to get some no cool calls then, so. So my second call today was just another dual run capacitor. Pretty easy call. I like those. Guy had a 15-year-old Linux, and I guess the last company just came out and said he needs a new system for several $1,000s. I go out there and I find a dual run capacitor, and the system starts up fine. It's got a 20-degree split, and everything was good to go on the system. So yeah, another salesman at work. Okay guys, well, I'm gonna head on home and chill out for a little bit. It's been a real busy week. So tomorrow I just have a meeting in the morning, and then I have a ECM motor training at Slakey Brothers. So I'm looking forward to that. Any kind of training I can get, I'm always wanting a piece of that action. Mini split training, ECM motors, man, you name it. I don't even care what it is. I want to go. If I got time, I'm going to go to that training. So, okay, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.